let's talk about a fascinating idea, a kind of beautiful paradox that really defines a nation, India's unity in diversity. I mean, how can a country with so much variety in its people, its languages, its traditions, also feel like one cohesive whole? We're going to unpack that together.
Okay, to really wrap our heads around the sheer scale here, let's start with a number, 4,635. Now, we're not talking about the number of cities or states. According to a massive national survey, that's how many distinct communities there are in India. It's just a mind-boggling level of social diversity. And it definitely doesn't stop there. Now look at this number, 325. That's how many different languages are spoken across the country, written in 25 different scripts. So think about it. A train journey across India isn't just about the scenery changing outside your window. It's literally a journey through different worlds of sound and text.
You know, this isn't some new puzzle. Way back, over a century ago, the historian Vincent Smith was wrestling with this exact same question. He looked at what he called this bewildering diversity and basically concluded that the only way to really understand India was through this unique idea of unity in diversity.
Okay, so that's the big question, right? What does this whole unity in diversity thing actually look like on the ground, in real life? Let's dive into 4 real-world examples from daily Indian life to see if we can find out. Let's start with something we can all relate to, food. At first glance, Indian cuisine seems like the poster child for diversity. I mean, thousands of different dishes. But if you look just a little closer, something really fascinating starts to emerge. First up, the diversity. The very foundation of Indian meals is this incredible variety of staple grains. You've got rice and wheat, which are huge in the north and south, but then you have millets like bajra and jowar in other regions, and of course, the countless types of dals or pulses. Each one is the starting point for completely distinct regional foods. But here's the magic. Here's where the unity comes in. Woven through all of these different regional dishes is a common set of spices. That warmth from ginger, the earthy flavor of turmeric and cumin, the amazing smell of cardamom. These are the flavors that tie the whole culinary map of India together, from the Himalayas all the way to the southern tip. So you get it, right? It's not about everyone eating the exact same thing. It's about using the same ingredients, that's the unity, in all these different creative combinations, and that's the diversity, to cook up this endless variety of amazing dishes. And this idea goes way beyond the kitchen. Okay, from the dinner plate, let's move to the wardrobe and talk about one of the world's most iconic garments, the sari. This 6-yard wonder is another perfect example of what we're talking about. And the diversity here, it is absolutely dazzling. A Banarasi silk sari from the north feels like it's from a completely different universe than a Kanjivaram from the south. You've got Paitani from the west, Muga silk from the east, and just hundreds and hundreds of cotton varieties, each with its own special weave, its own design, and its own regional pride. And yet, what is a sari when you strip it all back? It's simply this, a single, unstitched length of cloth. That beautiful simplicity is the unifying principle. It doesn't matter what the fabric is, or the pattern, or the price, the basic form is exactly the same. It's just this perfect expression of elegant unity. What's also incredible is how long the sari has been around. I mean, we can see it carved into stone reliefs from thousands of years ago, and today it's still worn all across the country, with people constantly inventing new ways to drape it. It's this living, breathing cultural thread that stretches across millennia. All right, our third example. This one comes from the calendar. In a country with a festival for practically every day of the year, if you look closely at the harvest season, you'll find another amazing example of this unity hiding right there in plain sight. So check this out. Right around the middle of January, something really cool happens. In Punjab, people are celebrating Lohri. Down in Tamil Nadu, it's Pongal. Over in Assam, it's Magh Bihu. And in a ton of other states, it's Makara Sankranti. Different names, totally different rituals, but they are all celebrating the exact same thing, the harvest, at the exact same time. This just nails the concept, doesn't it? You have one shared event, the harvest, that's the unity. And then you have all these rich, diverse cultural celebrations. That's the diversity. It's all about celebrating a common moment in your own unique way, not about everyone doing the same thing. Okay, for our last example, and this one is maybe the deepest, we're going to turn to stories. I mean, what unites a people more than the stories they share?
In India, there are two epic poems that have been a kind of cultural bedrock for thousands of years.
These are the Ramayana and the Mahabharata. They're these incredible epic tales about heroes, about fighting for what's right, for something called dharma. The lessons and moral questions in these stories have created a shared cultural language for hundreds of millions of people. It's a hugely powerful unifying force.
But the unity they create isn't just in people's minds. It's literally woven into the land itself. As the anthropologist K.S. Singh pointed out, you can go almost anywhere in the country and find local folklore that connects that specific place to the heroes of the epics. The stories don't just live in a book on a shelf. They live in the mountains, the rivers, and the tales of the people.
So we've looked at food, we've looked at clothing, festivals, and stories. What's the big picture here? Let's tie it all together. Here's the most important thing to remember. India's unity doesn't happen despite its diversity. It's found within it. We saw it with the shared spices creating thousands of dishes, the single form of the sari becoming hundreds of styles, the one harvest festival with many names, and those core epic stories told in countless local voices. In this way of looking at things, diversity isn't a weakness. It's the very source of a culture's richness and strength. And we'll leave you with this final thought from India's first Prime Minister, Jawaharlal Nehru. He saw this unity not as some abstract political idea, but as a living reality, something that was engraved on the popular mind. It's a richness that doesn't come from everyone being the same, but from building this incredible, vibrant culture on a shared foundation where endless variety can flourish. Thanks for tuning in.